Hey man, you need to hear this. If you're looking for fast, cheap, and reliable MUT coins, I highly recommend to check out my sponsor, DMC, Discount MUT Coins, and use code 187 for 10% off at checkout.
He's got an opportunity to cash in. Most of these guys have kind of doubled up on their earnings. User only had $1,000 in career earnings before coming into this one, with now a 12-8 record. And it's going to be Zay starting with it first.
Somebody banging.
I was talking to a user yesterday. He says if he gets a stop to start off the game, he likes himself over everybody. So now he kicks it off to begin the game. He needs a stop.
I don't think he stops talking. You can see the playbooks here for Zay. Raiders.
We're going to see Raiders from both competitors, Zay and user. They're going to be running the ball from I form strong. All those formations there. That's the reason they picked it. And then Jets for user, and then
Jets or Giants? Which one's better?
I think Jets for the pass because they have 1-4-6, but these guys are going to run, so 1-4-6 is never.
We're not going to see a lot in this game tree, no doubt about it. Of course, the previous winners coming into this one was Manu, won it back-to-back. OneGreatUser beat Manu twice to get here, and that last time was a wild game.
I believe.
No comment.
I believe user scored an 80-yard run touchdown with Clint Portis with 30 seconds to go to take the lead versus Manu to win that game. It was absolutely nuts.
We've seen some wild runs lead to some big upsets, and now users trying to finish the job as they set up their audibles. Get ready to go here. One of these guys is going to make it to the round of 32. Be our 22nd club championship we've named. We'll still have 10 more to go.
No matter who wins here, Panthers are going to have it. They're going to have an entertaining representative.
Right you are, partner. 1st and 10 at the 24. Let's get it going.
Here goes Night Tight.
Hands it up to Portis. And shakes off Clowney. And that's a gain of 11.
He want to be classes. It's like he got identified. Come on. He got identified. He got identified.
Those dudes are just talking to each other, man.
What a crab.
That's Clowney, though.
What a crab.
That's Clowney.
I like the identifier.
Clowney gonna do what he do.
Yeah, like if you're running the ball, you want to know who they're using. If
But he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Because you would see the defensive guy, you know, you see the circle below the defender.
Yeah.
Let's go, boy.
And Portis.
Oh, my God.
And it's key to know that he doesn't have identifier, but if user's going to sit back there and twitch back and forth, you obviously give it away the guy that you're on defensively.
Yeah, and at that point, you're wasting 10 cap.
I like it.
He's basically telling you what user he's on. So.
Wing, single back, wing close.
So it's a good thing he doesn't have an identifier here. User's going to tell him that he's the free safety.
Where my Storm Braves?
So a loss of 2, push him back to the 33-yard line. We're here in the final. I'll say a happy hello to those out there watching, especially those Panther fans that are out there pounding.
Oh, God, good deep. Oh, he got Tyreek Hill in the backfield. Woo. Oh,
Tyreek Hill's in the backfield. Look for him to make an explosive play from the wing flex goes.
Can I get a stop one time? Open and drive.
You know, I've called games with OneGreatUser.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a lot of words in those games either.
Hey,
I'm scared, yo.
You're definitely talking like, hey, this is just part of his game, I guess, to talk himself up. You know, I'm more of a quiet guy, just focus. I guess he's just talking himself up.
Well, you know, you've gone up against a lot of guys. What's it like going up against a guy that doesn't stop talking?
Honestly, you got to ignore him. You got to ignore him and just focus on your game. Unless you're a trash talker, you can trash talk back if you want, but I'm usually just the guy who just focuses.
I think you let your bank account do most of your talking.
Oh, man.
3rd and 8. We can't allow your brother to get good. You guys might just have a monopoly on this whole thing.
What's this? What's this?
Joe Thomas in motion. Nasty streak time. Does a good job getting off. That was Bush that was able to shake off Joe Thomas and make the tackle.
And he has hot route master, so 4th and 6 isn't a bad down for him. He has a chance to dot it right here.
And that's what you're going to see on the current patch. You're not going to see Joe Thomas taking guys down. This is the previous patch.
Yeah.
The competitive will switch to the current title update in 2 weeks when the North from the AFC and NFC come in.
Oh my
go!
see, what's the point of getting hot route master if we're gonna run the ball on 4th and 6? This is the whole point of hot route master. So you could pass the ball in these type of situations. Zay is making a bad move right there, wasting 45 or 55 cap on hot route master. Then he does that.
If you're gonna run a stretch, you just should punt it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get 6 yards.
1st and 10. I guess his thought is maybe catching him off guard, but nevertheless, he's gonna have great field position for OneGreatUser.
Yeah, all he needs is 40 yards, and he's gonna go up 7-0. All he needs is 40 yards. That's just, man, bad decision by Zay to go for it right
It's
there.
a better start than User had in the semifinal, where he gave up a big long bomb to Randy Moss.
Both of these guys gave up, 7-point leads to start off the game, and they both came back. So, shoot, maybe this might be another example of that where maybe User scores a touchdown and then Zay tries to come back. So, we'll see. Maybe it's just a repeat.
Oh, God, he ran the ball.
He's still talking about.
Well, hot route master.
He's still talking. He's saying the same thing.
Yeah, like I said, it's just no point of getting hot route master if you're, if you're not passing the ball in 4th and 6.
Scott Coldrany, OneGreatUser here in the booth. 1st and 10. Hands it off to Portis. Trying to get to the outside. He'll roll to the 34.
Quinn Portis, easy. He didn't get touched until like 3 yards down the field, and then he just fell forward in an extra 3, 2nd and 4.
The online portion of the tournament, OneGreatUser rushed for 123 yards per game. That's the most out of these final 4 for the Panthers.
I'm surprised there wasn't more. It felt like every run was a touchdown when I was watching him.
Well, he played Manu twice.
Yeah.
So. Although he had some long runs on Manu, Manu's tough.
Yeah.
Certainly deserved to be here as well. Koye will go in motion, reset. And Portis untouched by Troy P. It's a touchdown for OneGreatUser.
Clinton Portis wide open. He didn't have to make a move. Easy, man.
In your memory, my guy.
And User's talking a lot of trash right now.
Showing some respect as well.
Yeah, he's trying to get in Zay's head. See, if I'm Zay right now, if I'm in this situation, I'm literally annoyed right now because User just talking and talking and talking. Like, come on, bro. You see, Zay just has to shut him up right here in this possession. If he doesn't, it's going to be a long day.
You'll get married one day, Draney, and you'll learn to tune people out. 2:32 to go.
Like it, man. Quick phone out, quick 6. Let's go.
Taken at the 14-yard line. There's Smith. Hit at the 25, and Zay's got to answer now here on his 2nd possession.
I mean, you're going to see a lot of running again. Zay's not going to switch up from his scheme. We seen this last game. He was down 7-0. He just kept running the ball.
I know they probably think I can hear you, but I hear all the voices in my head. I don't forget. Auto flip on.
The User is funny, man.
Not a dull moment. 2:30 to go here in the 1st. We still got a long way to go, folks. One of these guys is going to represent the Panthers. Portis to the outside. Troy can't catch him. And Denzel Ward will use his speed. There's nobody faster.
Denzel Ward, man. Denzel Ward, like that's why you get the speed of outside cornerback. He can actually have a crib shot, and then.
I want to see Dante Hall get on the edge, and can Ward catch him?
Oh, no. He's not catching Dante Hall. That's not a chance.
1st and 10. Portis twisting his way to the 43.
I didn't have my user right. You're right. Even though that wasn't the same play, I didn't have my user right.
I'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's hard trying to remember all these adjustments. Lord have mercy. I'm too old. I'm too old for this distress.
34 years old.
This
making
man,
his first final.
This man User is like he's streaming right now, just talking to the chat.
Oh my goodness. I gotta get my user in the right spot. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
How many adjustments? Is there more adjustments versus the run than the pass defensively?
Nah, no way. Especially if you're getting it's different. Like sometimes versus certain people, I'll just keep it basic, 1 or 2 adjustments on the pass. But against elite players, you want to make a lot of adjustments. You want to catch them off guard with certain things. So no, it's a little different. It depends who you're playing.
2nd and 9. Move Joe Thomas in motion. Good blocking and a better juke to the 33. That'll be a first down for Zay.
I don't have time for all this stuff, Junior. I gotta go back, take the auto flip off. If you go to wing flex close, all this, man. I'm too old for this, man. I ain't got but 10 seconds, too. What he picking? Wing flex close. All right, take this off. Take this off.
Get in your bags,
Okay, take that off. Go back. Stormbraid.
These guys are just talking to
the
themselves.
D's.
It's just so funny.
Can the old man do
I
it?
can picture User 50 years from now in the old folks'
Make it
home
hard
just
on themselves.
talking through Madden adjustments to nobody, looking out the window.
Oh, man.
1st and 10. Back in my day, you didn't have to have run defense. 2nd and 6.
Why we ain't shoot the guy? Okay, now he going back to strong. Now I gotta turn this on. Oh, have mercy. All this work this man making me do.
48 seconds to go here in the first.
If he stops the run right here, he's going to be in the same spot, like a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. And hey, if he runs the ball again, I will be mad.
Went for it on 4th and 6. It was a turnover on downs that led to a short field for OneGreatUser, who would then pop off a run for the first score of the game. Hands it off to Portis. Portis looking outside, tries to cut it back. And here comes that 3rd down from the 27, and he might take it to the 2nd quarter.
Hey, you know the run tough to stop, man. You know it's tough to stop. You know it's tough to stop. He doing a lot. Motion, going here and there.
They haven't, they've been talking, and it's been 99% User.
Yeah.
But they haven't been talking to each other yet.
Yeah, no, they're just talking to themselves. They're just trying to hype
Ain't this
themselves
what
up.
they've
I don't
been
know what they're
waiting for?
doing, honestly. User's just talking about his run defense, like, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this. I don't know. Yeah.
It's like
I never
face. Get a game face on here to start the 2nd quarter. 7-0 in favor of User. We got a big 3rd down here, Drini.
Oh, man, I think he's about to run the ball right here with a dive. And here comes Joe Thomas with the motion.
Man, we got a decision to make. What are you doing here, Drini? You kicking or you going?
I might have to go for this. He gets ball at half. You know, I want to aim, put a little bit of pressure on User. Now that he's going to kick 3, User's going to be up 4, gets ball at half. He's in a good spot, and I bet User's really happy that
he's thinking about it. Zay's thinking about this. He's kind of going through the math.
I mean, at this point, you have to kick it. You're not going to, you shouldn't take another timeout.
He's trying to pause.
He's taking a time. He's going for it.
He's going to call a timeout. He's going for it.
This is all we can ask for.
Turns back to the admin, because if you pause it, you really got to call a timeout anyway. So
Let's go.
Yeah,
he'll burn that timeout, and we're going to have a 4th and 1 at the 24. What are you calling, Drini?
I'm definitely not running an outside run.
I got to.
I'm definitely not running an outside run because there's so many chances of a shed happening or someone shoots the gap. I'm running a dive and just running behind my O-lineman and hoping that I fall forward.
Haters, rest in peace to the parking lot.
Holy.
Yeah, one guy rapping, one guy talking to himself through the
Then
adjustments.
what we talking about? If I can't get a yard, then what we talking about?
Oh, are we getting some
I don't say a
freestyling?
word.
Yeah. It's a mixture of freestyle with Meek Mill.
Now I understand why Nas said he only needed 1 mic.
If I can't get a yard,
First
if I
down.
can't get a yard, I don't need to be here.
Move the
If I
chains,
can't
right
get
you
a yard,
are.
I don't need to be
I'm
here.
so sad. It took
Come
me
on,
so
man.
long to set it
Man
up.
can't win.
It took
Man
me so
can't
long to
win.
set it up. Now watch me
Come
blow
on,
it up
man.
now.
So that'll be a new set of downs
God.
at the 22.
What we here for?
Rivers hands it off to Clint. What
What
a
we here for,
block!
man? Get in the end zone, Zay.
Breaking
Make
him
this
off to the
last possession.
16.
That was super close to, you know,
Come on,
actually
man.
cribbing that. He took one step the wrong direction. He got tackled. Could have been a crib shot. Could have been 7-7.
Sometimes you don't need to make any moves.
Yeah. Sometimes you
One
got,
cut
but-
and out.
Well, sometimes it's just better to run straight instead of trying to look fancy with one cut.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 16. And I think he's smart to use this clock here.
What is this? What is this?
If User gets it back, make it really tough before the half.
What is this?
Portis up the gut and fighting his way. Can he recover? He will! Touchdown, Zay!
Wow, man. From a 4th and 1 where he's about to kick it. Could have been 7-3. But
Can
he
I
took
kick
his
it?
stance.
No, you can't. Touchdown time, and here comes the PAT. And we're about to be tied here in the Carolina Club Championship.
If I'm user, man, I take away this whole 3 minutes, try to get 3 points or 7. Either one's cool because you get ball at half. You're trying to get some points up right here to put yourself in the best spot possible.
9 plays, 74 yards, taking up 4:15.
This is entertaining right here. This is close game. User's up a stop, but I don't know. Zay has the momentum right here, and he's talking like it too.
Buckle up, folks. I think we're in for a good one here. Okoye. Take it to the 29-yard line. That's real laid down. Look at this run again.
Look at this. Breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, and then he's going to do a stumble recovery, getting back up on his feet, and it's a touchdown.
Getting off Denzel Ward there, and Lawrence Taylor couldn't get him before he crossed the plane.
Look at the emotion, man. You can tell they want it.
Strong title.
This would be the biggest win for either of our competitors.
Okay.
They just want to be known as the Carolina Panthers club champion.
Both big Panthers fans. Don't live too far from the stadium. Hands it off to Okoye. And Christian Okoye. He's a nightmare to the 42.
Someone asked me, why does user have Okoye on the field? I think that was you, Cole.
Yeah.
But that is why on first and second downs, he's going to want to run dive. He's want to get those 3 to 4 yards guaranteed with a chance for Okoye to break out, fall forward and get even more yards. So there goes Okoye, fighter for user.
He's not bad in the run blocking game either, with 2:45 to go. Ball at the 42.
Well, don't expect Tyler Bray to air it out right here. Okoye is getting the ball.
Tyler Bray, undrafted from the University of Tennessee, former volunteer, will hand it off to Christian Okoye.
He doesn't have that speed, but you can tell he's falling forward every time Troy Palmos tries to tackle him. That was like Tyreek Hill or anybody really that had the wheels, like Clint Portis. That could have been a long run right there.
Let's go, man.
Of course, Christian Okoye playing his high school ball at Uwande Secondary School there in Nigeria.
Shoot.
I just owned you, Drini. Coming up on the 2-minute warning here. Ball at the 47. 2 timeouts for both of our competitors. And here's Zay calling for 1 stop. Just 1 time.
If user gets 7 right here, Zay is in a bad spot, but Zay's trying to hold on to that momentum he has from scoring that touchdown. User is trying to fight back. He's at the midfield. He's ready, man.
Chance to double dip the chip. Score before the half and
stretch to the left incoming.
Get it back to get it going.
Stretch to the left incoming. Motioning the fullback to the left.
Trini Romo setting you up as they hand it off to Portis. To the edge, Palomalu, and he will force him out of bounds at the 35.
Come on, Zay. Come on, Zay. That's on me. That's on me.
I play user too much to know, man.
Come on, man.
I'm trying to hear what he's mumbling. Something about barbecue.
Did I put the dive in the tight? I did.
I took the top off. I'm dripping like hot sauce.
High formation once again. Here comes Doyle. And there's Okoye. Take it to the 33.
Sometimes Okoye can be good for you, but there's some runs where I feel like he can break it with Clint Portis if he was in the game. If I'm a user, I'd put Clint Portis at
It's an old head move.
Yeah, definitely an old head move. But look at him, he's just
We're still
chewing the
spinning
clock.
cap on offensive line, man.
I forgot, man. I got to get Okoye out there. What am I doing?
90 seconds to go here in the first half. 7-7.
Oh, that's what he want to do.
Old school football right here. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's what he want to do.
I've never seen this defense right here before. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Well,
and there's a reason why.
It ain't it, Chief. It ain't it.
There's a reason why I've never seen that defense before, because first time I ever seen it, touchdown, user. And now user's in the prime spot to win this game. He's up 7, and he gets ball at half. All he has to do is hold to 0 points right here. He has 1 minute to lock up.
He don't have no supreme.
5 plays, 71 yards, taking up 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Me and you both know, if you ain't got no supreme, Barbecue Nate can get busy. Ah, man. All right. Let me get a stop. Let me see if he gonna choke up like old buddy.
14-7.
Hey. Come on, son.
He's kicking it at, ooh, Lee Smith dropped it, caught it.
Oh, humble. Come on,
Going
Koye.
to the 22-yard line.
Come on, Koye, make a defensive
He's got
play.
2 timeouts here with 106.
Strong tight wing.
Tough when you're a runner.
Trust me, if he doesn't crib one of these next 2 runs, he's not getting any points. These are his only 2 chances right here.
You got to be careful that you don't give User a chance at 3 before the half.
Oh yeah, for
if you
sure.
Can't get it going.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10. Thomas will go out wide to the right. And Troy will hang on for dear life, and it'll be a loss of 2.
I got the right piece set up.
Troy Polamalu shooting the gap. That's Troy Polamalu
I was
S.
listening on the first drive.
That's what he does in real life.
So he kind of looked over and gave props to User on that last stop. It's going to give us 2nd and 12.
He's coming on this tight slot. The tight slot's halfback week. It seems like everybody in Oakland who has hot route master loves this formation. It's a tight formation. You can just put post routes and corner routes everywhere. I love this formation. Let's see if Zay has dots out of it. I might have to copy.
I'd love to see the hot routes just go to that.
Yeah.
Corners and posts.
Oh yeah.
Ins and outs. We're done with them in Madden.
Yeah.
Just give us the corners and the posts.
I barely see 10-yard in routes anymore. I just see just post routes and corner routes usually. Oh, look at this.
He hands it out to Portis. Boom! Have you met Pat Tillman?
That's got to be a fumble right there. He just forearmed him. Pat Tillman going crazy.
You don't get to run that play and get out of here.
Former Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year at Arizona State.
You don't get to run there and get out of here.
It seems like you know every statistic from every college, from every year.
I'm an old man, Drini. And User will use a timeout and stop the clock with 51 seconds. It's a big play.
Wow.
And he'll hand it off to Portis.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Pat Tillman is still here. I'm still here.
Where's my fumble? 2 games? Y'all robbing enforcer, man. That's too much cap. Come on, man. Adjust the cap.
Hey, it worked for Tony against Mo.
Definitely did. He got 2 fumbles for him. It's crazy. Oh, look at User trying to block his kick. That would have been funny if that was actually a thing.
And Deion's going to get a chance to return. And he'll step out of bounds at the 49.
All User needs is 12, I think 12 yards to kick this field goal. So let's see if Clint Portis can get it done.
Can we get 3? Can we get 3? Can we get 3?
2 guys from North Carolina that have flown transcontinental to try to represent the team that calls Charlotte home. Carolina Panthers here in the final.
On that right side, he on the left side.
1st and 10 from the 49, 39 seconds to go, no timeouts.
If I'm User, I want to run to the left because he has nasty streak.
Oh, and he's still on his feet. Runoff is going to be a factor right here. 6 seconds.
Come on, man.
Run stretch to the left.
You got to go to the short side here, maybe get out of bounds. Or throw the bomb to Joe Thomas. Still waiting. Portis.
Oh, look at Joe.
Gets to the edge, and you got to go out of bounds.
User with the mental mistake.
I got so greedy. I got so greedy.
What a mental mistake by User.
I got greedy.
And even a more mental mistake, he has jukebox, and he spinned instead of juking. Oh, man, he might as well just get spin cycle.
Certainly not.
He should have got spin cycle at that point.
Here at the half, 14-7. These guys playing and trying to represent the Carolina Panthers. And don't forget that Luke Kuechly Core Elite item and a trip to the Super Bowl and/or down in Miami. Go to contest.panthers.com and select the secret phrase, keep pounding. If you're not doing it, I don't know why. Obviously, you have the internet. You're watching. 14-7 as we head back to the second half. Remember, User's going to start with it, but that was 3 points that cost him. Let's see if that comes back to bite him.
You know what I'm saying? Get him off the screen, baby.
I mean, User's full of emotion.
And Okoye will run out of bounds at the 32. Good starting field position. Less than 10 minutes to go. Scott Cole along with 2-time belt winner Drini.
Yeah.
Also set the record for 3 straight wins in the club championship with 3 different clubs. That means you got 29 more teams to represent before your career's done.
Man, what am I going to be? I'm going to be 49 years old by then.
Yeah, I don't think the stick work's going to be as good.
Y'all on the same team. What are we doing?
I mean, even from like 16 to now, can
Y'all
you?
on the same team.
What's your stick work? Is it getting better or worse?
I won't lie to you. My fingers were quick when I was 16, 17 years old. I'm telling you stuff that's not, it's not a lie. Like, I talk to Boogs all the time, 30 years old or 31 years old. He's talking about how slow his fingers are. Yo, it's not a lie.
I don't know if you remember, you were 17, you couldn't play yet. And I told RG, I said, watch out for Drini or Joel. Come through here next year and win the whole thing. And you did.
Yeah. I remember actually.
You beat young Kiv.
Yeah, it's definitely
that was the wildest game I've ever seen, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a
That second half was nuts.
Yeah.
14-7 in this one. Here comes a huge 3rd and 13. Zay locks up here. We got a ball game.
Yeah, and like I told you, if he is on a 4th and 6 or 4th and 7, he will punt the ball.
Oh, goodness.
But, oh, God.
Oh, goodness. First down.
He ran the
He
ball.
can't stop that play. He's got nothing. That stretch to the left.
Let's get back on track. I know y'all was worried. Y'all thought y'all saw the 3rd and 13. All right, let's get back on track.
That was his moment.
That's got to be demoralizing. Stopping his run 2 or 3 straight, or what was it, 2 straight times?
2 straight times.
2 straight times, like for the backfield. And then he just gets the first down on the 3rd attempt. Could have been a punt. Game changing.
Goes back to Okoye now.
This is another reason. When Clint Porsche gets tired, he got Okoye as the backup.
Hands it off. Okoye. Oh. A lot of people don't know that Bray, although 62 overall, has 99 handoff.
Definitely hasn't missed a handoff yet.
2nd and 3.
I think it's time to
Almost
it's time to hit him with that.
90 seconds plus gone by here in the 3rd. We've got a great day of Madden football coming your way. We're just getting started.
Users drove in 30 yards down the field, and he's took 2 minutes off the clock. So this next 50 yards, he's going to try to take as much time as possible as he can. He's going to make sure that Zay doesn't have that much time to work with.
2 tight ends. Doyle goes to the left side here, I formation. Portis to the right, gets outside, first down.
10 rushes, 124 yards, 12.4 yards per carry. I mean, Zay cannot stop the run right now. He needs to slow down if he wants a chance at winning this club. He's going to have to tighten up.
Portis only averaged 4.4 in his career, nearly 10,000 yards, but in this tournament, he's been the MVP. And you might have to put Joe Thomas as number 2 so far.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I hear you, Books. I'm putting it up. I won't run it no more. I like the barbecue day. I do.
Talking about Boogs, going to be playing a little later on today. 1st and 10. Okoye, all about the Panthers right now to the 42. Speaking of keep pounding.
I mean, that's got to be the best motto for this club. Everybody.
Certainly with these 2 guys in the final, you're going to get yourself a runner that likes to pound it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't think we've seen a pass so far in this game.
How about Christian McCaffrey finally? He is having an unbelievable year.
But I know.
He's a pass threat. He's a run threat. It's just a dynamic running back. Got to be a 99.
2nd and 8. Bray barking out the orders.
If you're a user, do you go on conservative right now? Like, not right now, but if he gets into field goal range, do you go on conservative or do you just keep on running with Clinton? Because I think I would go on conservative just to,
if he had got that 3 before the half,
yeah,
and it was up 2 scores, you certainly would think about it. But I mean, you're one silly thing away from this being a ball game.
Yeah.
And that's maybe why you're breaking up the conservative.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Portis cough it up much. Sorry, Serious Mo. 2nd and 8.
All right, no.
Here comes Doyle.
Okay.
Zay's running edge blitz, but it seems like he doesn't know the proper setup. But what do I do?
Well, too many times these guys have been caught up inside on that same play, or Joe Thomas has buried somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
3rd and 8.
All right. Here.
You got to go back to that play. That stretch to the left with Joe Thomas out there.
Yeah, this is his third down play. Looks like he just like relying on this run play. If he doesn't get the first down, I want to see what he does. If it's like a 4th and 6, does he punt it like this close to the red zone, or does he actually run the ball again? Like, that's a good question. I don't know what's in user's mind right now. What's he thinking? But you know, if he's on a 4th and 7, 4th and 8, I wonder what he does.
He's not going to get out there again.
Oh,
he's got to make a user play, and he does.
Ooh. Did you bring a kicker to Did you bring a kicker? Did you bring a kicker to this party? Did you bring a kicker to this party?
I'm so used to seeing the Supreme.
That's so crazy.
Did you bring a kicker to this party?
Y'all know I'm going for this. Y'all know I'm going for this. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know
You ain't
that.
bring one. I see. You wasn't prepared. Huh?
I wish I could hear what he's saying with the white noise.
If you bring a kicker from Charlotte, you got to check that. Not going through TSA. 4th and 4, he'll run the ball.
No!
White's got to get outside, he can. And Portis will pick up the first down.
They just cheated me.
White couldn't get off the
I
block.
don't want to play no more.
Yo, this is a good
I don't want
drive.
to play no more.
Accidentally, it's
They
a good
did it.
drive. It became a good drive. We done took the whole quarter.
Why he blocked 3 people? He blocked 3 people on one play.
Wow. I didn't even know I was
That's
talking
hell.
like that.
That's hell. I had it blew up.
Accidentally, this became
I
a
had
good
it blew
drive.
up.
User won't even make eye contact with him.
God.
Trust the nasties, man. Trust the nasty.
God.
Last week for the nasty. You gotta show out. Gotta show out, baby. Last week for the nasty.
We good.
So it's a first down. You got him in 3rd down twice on this drive. As we head to the 4th quarter, put your 4s up. Only 5 minutes left here in the Carolina Club Championship with all these games out on YouTube. Make sure you head out there and subscribe.
It's like the same story for every 1st and 2nd down for this drive. He stops him for the 1st and 2nd down, gets him on a 3rd and 7, and then user somehow converts. It's got to be heartbreaking if I'm Zay.
Back breaking on a 4th down conversion, and Bray will hand it off again to Portis. And this time Troy Apke not getting faked out by the juke. A little early on the jukebox.
Oh, God.
Yeah, right here, I talked about it earlier. I am 100% putting conservative on. You do not want to fumble, especially after that jukebox. Clint Portis is probably tired. You want to make sure that you get 3 points guaranteed.
I ain't gonna lie. First, I was kind of
Laying down.
upset. I was like, white noise? You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it's cool because you don't hear nothing. You just hear yourself. It's like you up underwater or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's okay. It's okay.
That's a whole different competition if we're Madden underwater. We could probably get that sponsored.
Go ahead.
2nd and 5. Here comes Doyle. Hands it off to Portis. Spun down at the 20-yard line. Here comes the 3rd and 2. He's just eating up all this clock.
Let's get him fresh.
A lot of time.
What he's doing right here is he's rotating formation, trying to get Clint Porter's energy all the way back up. And he is about to run the ball. Nothing we haven't seen before.
I'm sorry.
He's apologizing that he has no dots. We've seen a few run dots.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He's like, I know you want to see the dots. I'm sorry.
Sure, when they patch net, they already patched net streaks, but once we get on the update, we might see some dots from user, or if he makes it to the final 32.
Mid-December, 17th through 20th, one of these guys is going to represent the Panthers in a tough NFC South. Here's a 3rd and 2. Bray hands it off to Portis, and he'll pick up the first down, and why not a touchdown? Little swag at the end. One great user.
Man, user put in a lot of time with those nasties. Back where he's laughing at home, he's like, he just wanted to figure out how to make the most of these nasty streaks, and here he is, man. Going up 21-7, Clint Portis and Joe Thomas show.
The MCS era that started back in Madden 16. Users only earned $1,000.
You feel me?
If he holds on here, he would times that by 6.
You feel me? Woo!
He'll kick it away.
Let's lock up.
He needs something quick.
Let's lock up, man.
Take a look at this again. Nobody home on this left side.
Look at Joe Thomas just pushing him down like he's a baby.
You know
So 1st and 10 out to 26 for Zay. He had 2 moments there, a 3rd and 13, and then a 4th and 4, and he couldn't get User off the field.
Yeah, this is just on him, man. He had his chances, but he just could never execute. So can't blame anybody but himself.
Hands it off to Portis.
What is this? What is this bubble gum?
21-7.
Look at this.
I think he's almost talked himself out.
What is this? Chris,
Save it for the interview. 3 minutes to go.
What is this?
See, User's pressing with his cornerbacks. He has no worries about them getting beat deep. He has 2 elite cornerbacks out of Dion and Denzel Ward.
And they go to Portis, and it's
Blow
bagged.
it up! Blow it up! Let me get a sip of water, man. Let me get a sip of water.
That was the tale of the story. User stopped the run, and User ran the ball.
Oh my God!
Those are the 2 biggest things in his game that in his game plan that he needed to execute, and he did.
This is the furthest that either of these competitors have been in their Madden careers.
Timeout, man. Damn it!
And User's got to use a timeout.
So old. Trying to go back and do adjustments. Oh, that's why I'm supposed to go to recent plays. Recent plays. You told me that too.
Who's he talking about? Is he talking about Boogs?
No idea. But if I'm Zay, where's the sense of urgency?
Baby.
Like,
oh baby.
he needs to score quick. He's down 14. He doesn't score quick, it's over. He has to score quick.
Watch this Ross coming across.
He's probably gonna throw it to Portis right here.
That's what runners do. And throws a little hitch route.
By the way, if you don't know who that is, that's JoJo Natson, aka a 10 cap silver, 80 speed. That's why I say there's no point of getting hot route master. He doesn't have the receivers to catch the ball if he does want to pass.
Screamer, go get him! No.
Ross will come across.
None of that. Go get him!
Look for these 2 crossing routes from Hill and Ross here on a 4th in the game. Screen machine, and it gets it out, but it's picked by Ward.
Baby! Y'all already know.
Awkward but effective.
Y'all already know. Go get him. Go get him, no play. Listen, I got the defensive sub tips. Twitch.com/OneGreatUser. Subscribe. You too can become tough and be blind. For real. Be blind. I literally can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Under 2 minutes to go. First turnover of the ball game.
I'm in the barbecue, mate.
Hope he's ready to eat some pizza.
Oh my God, we already in field goal range.
Here in about 2 minutes.
I'm in the barbecue, mate.
The crew is going to be real upset when they go back there and look for Papa John's, because Drini and I made a dent
I never even had to see the goofiness.
back in the green room.
Never even had to see it.
2nd and 7. They'll hand it off to Portis.
Oh my God, don't do no shit, man.
He's working his way to the 29. Is he on conservative or not?
I'm gonna get this first.
Have you seen him go?
But he should be on conservative. If not,
I'm gonna get this
it's
first. We gonna get
inexperienced move.
Y'all feel me?
This game's over.
Be the biggest win of his career. Field goal would just about do it. Portis. And we certainly know Zay's on aggressive tackling.
They're going for strips every single time. And what if Zay gets a field goal block for 6 right here? This would be interesting.
It's going to be a 49-yarder to ice it.
Ooh, he didn't make it perfect.
He cheating. He cheating. He cheating. Stop cheating.
Didn't get it.
I had to
And
watch
this
his
game
hands. Lord have mercy.
is pretty much
It's
over.
up, and it's good. You saw Zay peeking over. He wasn't screen peeking, but he certainly was looking at those hands to see when he's going to release that A button. Nevertheless, 24-7. User put up some points.
Yeah, he put up, what, how many points last game? 40?
It's over anyway.
40 plus?
34, something like that.
Yeah, 34, now this game 24. There's a lot for running the ball. You usually just want to manage the clock when you're running the ball, but
I was terrified. I was like,
usually figure out a way to score.
Got a lot of short fields.
Yeah,
Forced a lot of turnovers. 7 turnovers in this tournament.
Hey.
Absolutely nuts. And look, he's running the ball down 17.
I think Zay will be back. He's talked about his 3-year journey, starting at the Madden Classic in 18. Works a full-time job, said he's got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. really about to win the Panthers? No way.
And they're going to have a brand new champ. Manu won this back-to-back. There's Jadeveon Clowney, who grew up and played his high school ball about an hour away from Charlotte there in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and he comes up big on the play.
He's just starting to feel it. It's starting to kick in. It feels like he won the championship, and he's just so happy right now.
Gonna get that trophy. Get a chance to represent the Panthers.
I'm so trash. Who's offside? Look at the point shakers. Go get him. Oh, well,
and he dropped by Ross.
That's crazy. Lawrence Taylor, offside.
It'll be a 3rd and 16 after the penalty. 41 seconds to go. A chance to draw it up again. He'll hand it to Portis. That tells me you got nothing.
He was so dominant the first time. Oh, man, he put the third guy in.
4th and 15.
Last play of the game, basically.
I can't help but agree with you. If you got hot right, Master, but you don't have the guys to get it done. As Tyreek Hill breaking away, but Dion will catch him. 3-score game, and no timeouts. Need to get out of bounds there. And OneGreatUser is going to represent the Panthers come mid-December. And the guy from North Carolina, from Belmont, right there on Interstate 85, is going to be your Charlotte Panthers. Carolina Panthers from Charlotte. Going to be the champion here in a 24-7 win for User. See, 24-7, 34-18. He was dominant, Dre.
Yeah, his run game and his run defense is what won in this game. He made sure that Zay, he held him to like 80 yards. So look at that. He had 33 passing yards and 80 running yards. That's 110 total passing yards, or 110 total yards that User allowed. So he played impressive defense, and he just ran the ball.
He ran it all day long, and the champ for the Panthers is standing by with Evan.
Yep, well, it's time to crown a champion, and it's OneGreatUser. You had OneGreatUser throughout both of your games, but in the finals, you took the lead over Zay, and you never let go. How does it feel to finally represent the Panthers?
It feels good, but, it hasn't set in yet. I'm like, I can't believe I won, because usually I fold. I mean, I've been good for a while. Like, I just fold, they'll tell you. I fold, man. Like, I remember the fight for the phone was folding against Problem. Listen, I hope you got time, because I'm about to take some time.
Okay,
so
all right.
Just sit back.
We got a little bit.
Yeah, I won. So, yeah, man, usually I fold. Like, some reason I fold, and the whole time, I was just like, just don't fold. Just the preparation, everything I went through, everybody that helped hook me up. Like, my squad is officially washed. They're old. Nobody made the ladders. They were just trash. But they're still my homies. Yeah. At the end of the day, Drini stepped up, man. Bugs, Ghost, man, all them guys in the community, man, they showed me love, man, from Skimbo to Dubby, even Taylor Gang and Lil Tony last night. Just everybody stepping up, trying to make sure the old man was right, man, exactly. For real. And I appreciate it, man, because I couldn't have made it, man. My brain too small for that, man.
Man, how great does it feel to have people like that supporting you?
It does, man. It feels good. I mean, that's why you can't really be happy and take all the credit, because you're just a part of their lab work and their profession and them really grinding. And, if you just play smart and get the reps and put it in, you got a chance. And that's all I wanted, is a chance, Now,
you mentioned that some people in these club scene are journeymen. You're from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're a Panthers fan.
Oh, yeah, check the birth certificate.
As a real Panthers fan, winning this, what does this mean? I'm not going to have to check the birth certificate. I believe you. What does this mean to actually go ahead and win and represent?
Oh, it was big, man. I mean, because this is my squad. Listen. The reason why I lost a bunch of games back in the day, I was a fanboy. I used the Panthers even when they wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, why are you bringing out the P's? Like, everybody in the community knows I'm going to use the Panthers. And so it really means a lot to me. I'm glad that we got a new owner, man. Like, I love what he's doing with the organization. And then, because, we never even had trophies and stuff. For him to just sign off like, hey, man, get that to him, And I want to give a big shout out to Matt Marcoux. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gives shouts out to Matt Marcoux. The reason why I'm giving a shout out to Matt Marcoux, he stepped up, when Steve took a step down, you know what I'm saying? And he's been doing a good job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, listen, we know you're excited, and we want to give you something to put a capstone on it. This trophy right here for you, the club championship, under bottom right here. Raise it up, buddy. You are the Carolina Panthers club champion.
I can't believe it. Mama made it. Baby, you see it? You see it? Oh, man.
Congratulations, One
Last time I lost in Orlando, man, it was so bad. Oh, I thought about getting a divorce for no reason. For no reason. Just over the game. Just mentally just destroyed.
You're great, man.
And I won.
I love it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Man.
Baby, we going to be together for another
Thank you
year.
so much.
I love you.
I think we have to let him keep doing that.
gotta wait.
It's going to keep going. We have to move on to more clubs. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, One Great User. We are literally trying to kick you off the stage. We love you, but you have to go somewhere else. The Panthers have their winner, as now 22 NFL teams have crowned a Madden champion. 10 more to go to get to 32. We want to remind